Okay, we are live. This is Bill Apter down here in Apter's Alley. Big Ray is on assignment. As you know, I usually don't do the Monday night shows, but he's on an assignment that I actually can't discuss where he is and what he's doing. So how you doing, Slim Jim? And don't forget, on Thursday nights, every Thursday night, at 7 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, I'm live. And this coming week, my special guest will be the Total Package, Lex Luger. So get your questions ready. You can ask him questions in the chat box. We will be talking about the Four Horsemen, the Night of the Horsemen in Waynesboro, Virginia, where I will be at doing a book signing and emceeing most of the show. And a lot of the horsemen are going to be there. So, hey, John Bryant. Yes, it's Bill. Actually, this is Big Ray doing his Bill imitation. Not bad, huh? But again, Big Ray is on assignment. And I'm not going to be doing the whole Raw score that he does. And he's perfect at doing the Raw score. Instead, I just want to call up some notes here and go over some of the matches tonight. Now, by the way, that the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and I'm not looking at the chat box just for a minute or two, guys. So hi, everybody, guys and girls. The Elimination pay-per-view, I hope, is as exciting and good as the Gauntlet matches were tonight. That Gauntlet stuff was really good. But before we talk about this, earlier tonight, I did a video congratulating Double J, Jeff Jarrett, yes, Be My Baby tonight, for going to be the next inductee in the WWE Hall of Fame. Congratulations again. But this is a really big breakthrough, not just for him, but hello again, everybody. Not just for him, but a big breakthrough for the WWE. Because years ago, if there was someone like a Jeff Jarrett who started his own company like Global Force, and through the years, you know, it was with Impact Wrestling, and everyone knows it was kind of like they were trying to get into the same spot as WWE and your hearts and your minds. Opposition. That's the word. Opposition. They were trying to be opposition. And no one will ever be opposition to WWE. They are embedded in there forever and ever. There will be other companies, but unless, and people have always asked me this, who can compete with WWE? The Super Bowl, maybe. To compete with the WWE, you have to have the same television universe. You have to have the same everything that they have. But what I'm driving at is, since Stephanie McMahon and Paul Triple H Levesque, I call him Levesque, there's an S in there, have moved further up the ladder, they're doing things like this, where they're taking an old opposition person like Jeff Jarrett and bringing him into the Hall of Fame. And a lot of you people don't even know, you know, I've been on WWE Network now on and off on a lot of their shows for several years now. But for years, the magazines, when they had their own magazine, WWE, the other magazines that I worked for, the Pro Wrestling Illustrated family, we were banned from covering their shows. We did it anyway, you know that. And we'll discuss that on on one of our Thursday night shows. If you're just tuning in, don't forget, Thursday night, 7 p.m. until about 8 or 8:15 Eastern Standard Time, U.S. I will have Lex Luger on as my special guest. And we're doing a magazine format. As you know, we're going to have rankings, wrestler of the week, photo of the week, just a different format. We want to grow it. Anyway, so congratulations for the WWE changing that, hey, we don't know who these people are, or we don't let these people in, for changing that whole thing. And I think Stephanie and Paul Triple H had a lot to do with that. And Thumbs up. So congratulations to Jeff Jarrett. So let's see. Okay, let me get my notes out here. So if I don't look directly at the camera, don't hold it against me. And after I go over my notes, we'll have a little Q&A here. Anything you want to ask. Wonderful Willie. Glad to hear. And let's see what. And don't forget, I always plug my book. Is Wrestling Fixed? What's the answer? That's right. I didn't know it was broken. On sale at all fine bookstores and, of course, on Amazon. Or if you don't enjoy sitting down and reading, but you should with this one. And there's lots of pictures in it, too. You can also order the audio version from Audible. And in the audio version, I do lots of imitations of a lot of the people. Like when I talk about the American Dream up the road. This is what Wonderful Willie sounds like, if you will. All right, so let me get my notes out. And again, I'm going to try not to be a paper slave here. So it was the Gauntlet Match. It was all 7 men who were going to be in the Elimination Chamber. All 7 men were in the Gauntlet Match. And Microsoft Word does not want to move along with me here. So let me see if I can get this moved over. There we go. So one of the things, by the way, during that Gauntlet Match that Michael Cole had mentioned that Seth Rollins was in that ring for an hour and 5 minutes. And I believe he did say that that was almost like a record time on Raw. It was. But then he mentioned something about an 85-minute match that Bruno Sammartino had. And I remember growing up that I saw Bruno Sammartino defend his WWF Worldwide Wrestling Federation Championship against Gorilla Monsoon. And it ran 90 minutes. So I think that was probably the longest match ever in the history of the WWF that became the WWF that became WWE. So in the first match, we had Roman Reigns. I hear all the boos out there. Roman Reigns against his former Shield partner, Seth Rollins. And I got to tell you, this was an excellent match. This was a pay-per-view quality match. It really was. It really was. It was very even battle. It was very exciting to watch. The two of them went out of their way to put on an incredible match. And again, like I said, it was pay-per-view quality. It was almost above pay-per-view quality. And in the end, we were shocked. We were shocked. And this is not saying anything bad about Rollins, but I thought that Roman Reigns was going to win this match, but Seth Rollins won the match. And a nice handshake right afterwards. And with no resting period, Rollins' next opponent came out, and it was, you could see him, John Cena. And Cena looked like he had a more angry edge tonight. He really did. It was a very heated battle, lots of punching, lots of fists flying, and they used all their signature moves. Not only did they use their signature moves, but each guy put on the other guy's signature moves. So it's really good. It was really very, very exciting. And at the end, we saw the stomp and a pinfall, and Rollins wins again. It's 2 matches in a row. Seth Rollins pinning Roman Reigns and then pinning John Cena. Now, what I did like, by the way, during this, during the next match in the box on TV there, Renee Young was interviewing John Cena. I loved that, after match interview thing. I grew up on that stuff. Okay, so the next match was a surprise because the next opponent coming out with his ribs all taped up was Walk With Elias, WWE. And he came out and attacked Seth Rollins immediately. He had bandages on his waist. Shocking. Elias beat Seth Rollins. Rollins had spent 1 hour and 5 minutes in the ring. It's absolutely awesome. When he was interviewed, he said it doesn't mean anything unless he wins at the Elimination Chamber. Now, these guys, to rise to the level of performance that they did tonight, and we're not finished yet, and then to go into this brutal Elimination Chamber match and probably wrestling some spot shows this week, I don't know how they do it. I really don't. So it was now Elias versus Finn Balor. And Finn won that match. And no resting period. In came The Miz. And before The Miz came in, the Miztourage attacked Finn. And then Miz came in and blindsided him. And it was finally the skull-crushing finale and interference from the Miztourage that caused Finn to lose. Not to win. It rhymes, but not to win. So now it's Miz on his knees, kind of beaten up in the ring, but he couldn't wait to find out who was coming out next, and then he realized who it was. It was the monster among men, Braun Strowman. And that was the end of it for the Miz. Miz ran out of the ring. Braun chased him, brought back, beat the tar out of him, power slammed him, pinned him, won the Gauntlet match. Wasn't in there a long time. Then he beat up the Miztourage. So Braun Strowman, right now, that hot commodity, didn't spend much time in the ring, but he won. But I have to tell you something. I got to tell you something. Out of all of this, Seth Rollins performed. Everyone performed great, but Seth Rollins, whew, if I had 10 thumbs, it would be 10 thumbs up. Okay, let's, before I go to your questions, again, Jeff Jarrett will be inducted, and I will be there to see him inducted. I'll be at WrestleCon for 2 days, booked by Awesome Wrestling Entertainment, and this coming Saturday, I will be in Waynesboro, Virginia, just a short hop from Richmond, Virginia, at the Night of the Horsemen. You can meet Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Lex Luger, Tully Blanchard, and I will be hosting the event. So go to Awesome Wrestling Entertainment on Facebook once you're off here. They did mention that Rowdy Ronda Rousey, I kind of like that. You know, she idolized. She really liked Roddy Piper. This is a great tribute to Piper. She will be officially signing her contract at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view for Monday Night Raw. I think something's going to happen. I smell a rat. I think something's going to happen there. Maybe Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon will offer her a better deal to go on SmackDown. I don't know. Something's going to happen there. Maybe Stephanie McMahon's going to sneak attack her. I don't know. So in a non-title match, Cesaro and Sheamus defended their tag team belts against Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews, and of course Dana Brooke, the lovely Dana Brooke, who has kind of been given the gimmick of Terry Runnels when she was Alexandra York. If you go back and listen to my last week's video podcast, you can hear a great 40-minute interview with Terry Runnels. She rarely does interviews, but just go to onewrestlingvideo.com and you can find it there. Anyway, big surprise, Apollo Crews and Titus won in a non-title match. So there was a 6-man women's match. Sasha Banks, Mickie James, and Bayley took on Absolution's Mandy Rose, Sonia Deville, and Paige was there, and Alexa Bliss. And it was eventually the bank statement. Sasha's team won that match, and then it was a total free-for-all. And now I'm going to go right back. I'm going back to the beginning here. I took my tie off, by the way, so I can see your questions beside all your hellos. John Bryan, do you think JJ and Kurt will be okay together at the Hall of Fame? Yeah, I definitely do. You know, people, once they get into these social situations, they forget everything. And people keep asking me, who do I think is going to induct Jeff Jarrett? And they say his father, Jerry Lawler, Kurt Angle. I think it's going to be Road Dogg. And I'd love to see Deborah McMichael come back and be part of that as well. So David Bass said, yes, Braun was real good tonight. Good news for Jeff. Hello to all professional wrestling fans. Hello, David Bass. I like that. Kelly Matthews says, awesome book. Thank you very much, Kelly. I really appreciate it. Kelly, is wrestling fixed? I heard it. Okay, thank you. John Bryan, WWE should make a Bill Apter toy that comes with a cardboard belt. I have the two belts here. This is the one that Reggie Parks made for me. Cal, Championship Office Wrestling. Wonderful Willie. And here is the original cardboard cow belt. I still have it here. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Now, if you want to show, oh, I can't do that. Yes, I can. I do whatever I want on here. It's our show, right? So anyway, thank you about the awesome book and about the. So who do I think would induct Jeff Jarrett? Black Chaos 0826. I just gave that answer. David Bass says, yes, Thursday show sounds great with Lex. I did not know it was broken in a Jerry Lewis voice. You want me to do that? You want me to do my Jerry Lewis imitation going, is wrestling fixed? I didn't know it was broken, sir. Please don't yell. You got that. Any other imitations while I'm here for the next few minutes? We'll do that. John Bryant says, I bet it won't be Kurt. No, as I mentioned, I think it's going to be Road Dogg. And you remember how the how Michael Hayes did the whole Bad Street thing a few years back, like 2 years ago, I think it was, or last year. Road Dogg and Jeff Jarrett doing Be My Baby Tonight. I think that would be great. John Bryan, shocked, yes. Kelly Matthews said Roman took an L. I don't know what that means. Joseph Jackie says, hey, Joseph Jackie. Dougie Fresh Richards, Bill, Dougie. Global Wars, the Gauntlet match was the best part of the show. It certainly was. It was great. I said it was above pay-per-view quality. Also, the Jeff Jarrett segment for the Hall of Fame, the rest was below average. It was okay. It was the usual Monday Night Raw. But that Gauntlet section, why didn't they do the girls' Gauntlet too? They should have done that tonight. Yeah. Everyone looked like they were going to cry, John Bryan said when Renee Young interviewed them. They did. They were sad. They wanted to win. Come on. Slim Jim, who's going to headline the Hall of Fame in 2018? Goldberg. Yeah. Right. People are answering Goldberg. Somebody says they think Slim Jim says he hears Taker is going in this year. I have not. I think Taker is going to wrestle John Cena this year at WrestleMania, so he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame this year. Could be totally wrong. On Black Chaos 0826 says Henry, meaning Mark Henry, I guess, is the next inductee from what I read on Instagram. Hey, if it's on Instagram, you got to believe it, right? Not being condescending, but let's wait till they make something official. John Bryan said Finn looked so small. He did. Yeah. Yes. And Kelly Matthews says the interview with Terry was really good. Global Wars. Bill, quick question. with the SmackDown and Raw pay-per-views, you have pay-per-views, but it's okay. Remember, I'm an editor. Now co-pay-per-views, what's going to happen to the brand split? I think they'll still do the brand. Yeah, they'll do the brand split. Raw will still be Monday. Tuesday will still be SmackDown, but they're going to all get together. So you know what gets me? If there's a SmackDown pay-per-view on Tuesday, no, on Sunday, rather. If there's a SmackDown pay-per-view on a Sunday, you don't hear anything much about it until Tuesday. So I'd like them to fix that thing. Dougie Fresh Richard said, did you see Ray sing WWE theme songs on his last podcast? Yeah, I did. You know what I'm going to do? I've never revealed this before, but I wrote lyrics for the NWO theme. You know, dun, 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 dun. The lyrics are, if I remember it, and then there's Hulk Hogan, dun, 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 and then there's Scott Hall, dun, 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 and then there's Kevin Nash, dun, dun, see, I can do that too. Christian, hi Bill, hi Christian. Let's see. Bill Apter should have a karaoke belt. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't do any of that stuff here because YouTube will put terms of service because of copyright songs. I can sing you something a cappella if you want to hear it. John Bryan says we need a Bill versus Ray sign-off. Sign-off. Oh, you probably mean a sing-off. Okay, so I'm getting ready to sign off here, not sing off, for the rest of the evening here. So if you have any other questions, we'll wait another minute or two. And let's see, I have real cool stuff down here to show you. And I don't know if you know this, but every week on my show, the Apter Mag, I show a classic photo of someone giving me the finger. Yeah, someone giving me the finger. And I have a whole book of people giving me the finger. So I have this week, I'm going to give you an advance here. This is a mystery finger picture. And on Thursday, I'm going to show it on my show, the Apter Mag, at 7 p.m. Eastern time, right here on OneWrestlingVideo.com. So the mystery here is, and you can tweet your answers, or you can do it live on Thursday with me, and there'll be a prize for this. Who is the backstage mystery finger here? Who is the backstage mystery finger? I know who it is because I took the photo. So Arlo Zarlo just says BI. What does BI mean there? Global War says if JB introduces Jeff Jarrett for the Hall of Fame, I think it would be good. Okay. Yes, Jeremy Borash. That's not to induct him, but yeah, to bring him on. That's great. I like that. John Bryan, Disco for Hall of Fame. So the Bee Gees could induct Disco. No, Disco was a terrific character. They should have had him manage Fandango. That's it. I got to go take the lovely Lexi Rose, my sweetie poodle, out for a little walk right now. Oh, Arlo Zarlo, Bill, your thoughts on the star rating system? Ratings. You talking about the one on SmackDown, the rankings? Dougie Fresh Richard says, Buff's stuff, MD Song, hi Tony. Message was retracted by Arlo Zarlo. So Kelly Matthews, did Strawberry Fields give you back your tie? You know that story? That's another one that I'll have to tell on a Thursday. That's it. So if, by the way, if you're talking about the Arlo Zarlo, if you're talking about the SmackDown rankings, it's okay. Nothing that we have our own official, unofficial rankings on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock on the Apter'S show. Okay, Dougie Fresh Richards says, thanks, Bill. I'm going to buy your book. If you want it autographed, there is a way to get it autographed by me. When you get the book, email your home address to me at bapter@onewrestling.com, and I'll send you a personalized sticker autographed to you that you can put right on. Thank you, Kelly. Right on this page. Kelly, if you don't have the book signed, please send me an email at bapter@onewrestling.com. That's the number 1. And I will send you out a sticker as well. It's free as long as you have the book. This is Bill Apter. I'm going to be hitting the end stream button momentarily. Come back Thursday night, 7 o'clock. You're going to hear it in your sleep. 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can find the link about 10 minutes before on my Facebook page and on my Twitter, which is at Apter1Wrestling. Bill Apter sitting in this week for the on assignment Big Ray Hernandez. See you at the matches. You're welcome, Slim Jim, and everybody else. It says, do I want to end the stream? I don't